Welcome back to Faith Family Fishing, where everybody has a story, everybody has a fishing story. We also wanted to shout out to our restaurant of Taste of China over in the Kroger's parking lot. We like it, we know you will too. Great golf professional here. I'm a little biased, but Matt Harris from April Sound. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So, tell us a little bit about yourself. I take it you were born at an early age?
Yeah.
That's a running joke.
Born in 02, I was born in Cyprus, so grew up there. We always had a vacation home up here in April Sound, so came up here a lot. I actually learned to play golf down at Hearthstone in Houston.
Hearthstone?
Yeah.
Where's that at? I thought I knew all the sources.
It's right off like a Copperfield and 6.
Okay.
Right there.
Okay.
So it's not bad. It's pretty good. Tough feet. The driving range is actually pretty interesting. It's kind of like ours, but it's not water. The tennis court is right off to the right.
Okay.
And as a child, you can imagine
all the balls
wanting to hit a tin roof, making loud noise.
So I didn't start playing golf until I was about 21 and played at Anahuac.
Okay.
I don't know if you went there playing junior golf at all, but it is a cow pasture. Yeah, but the greens are good.
Yeah.
The greens typically are good. So that we probably played there more than anything else. So I definitely know. I definitely know what you're talking about. So you learned to play golf at what age?
I was probably about 5 when I went to my first camp.
Okay.
It was just normal golf camp. Played a lot of baseball, and throughout I did camps about twice a summer, every summer, so about 12, I'd say.
Yeah, when did you know that this was for you?
I really did enjoy it, but I also really enjoyed baseball. So when I was about 8, I took a year off of baseball, played golf, and I was like, Mom,
No more.
I don't really want golf right now. After a while, kind of right around, I'd say 12, 13, I was like, okay, baseball's not working out, play golf.
All right.
I started playing competitive right then. So,
Did you do any AJGA?
no, I didn't do any of that. All STPGA.
Oh, that's TPGA.
Yeah.
That's the South Texas PGA, so that's what my daughter does right now. But Texas is such a big golf state.
Yes.
Lots of colleges, because we can play golf year round. They look for people.
Correct. AJGA, TJGT, got a bunch of those. It's Texas Junior Golf Tour.
Yeah.
That one, AJ and TJ are the two biggest that college can scout for.
But we're seeing some come even now from even a few come from the high school ranks now, just because they're playing more competitive golf.
Correct.
And even in the STPGA.
Yeah.
Because for me, I'm a little biased to girl golf. but yeah, so when did you? So you're playing competitive golf. Did you want to go pro? I mean, you're already a pro.
Yeah.
There's different levels of pro.
Yeah.
But did you see yourself on tour? What?
I do, and I'm still going to try. I have some tournaments coming up next year, try and qualify for stuff. Teaching-wise, honestly, I didn't see it until about 4 or 5 years ago. Never even thought about it, but had pros like, maybe you should try, because I didn't want to play college golf.
Okay.
I didn't want to go get burnt out, be on the golf course 24/7 all day, every day, which now, yes, I am, but I'm also doing what I love, rather than just getting grinded out by a coach. It's just like, dude, what are you doing?
No, and you have a good temperament. I mean, obviously, I've liked all the coaches, but students change and people change, and so sooner or later, you're going to have multiple coaches in your life.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I do remember, kind of shout out to Chasing Scratch. It's one of my favorite golf podcasts. But I remember, in there talking to a pro that one of the things you want to do when you go talk to them is, and it's kind of a litmus test. I think you and I talked about this. Is I said, hey, I want you to look at Ella. And you go, well, I want to take her out on the course first.
Yeah, absolutely.
That to me, I'm like, okay, we can. That was first checkbox. And then the other thing was the ego, and I say this in a positive way. So I go, okay, and you probably remember this conversation. we might go down to Florida, we might go up to Frisco, a lot of good PGA pros up there, you know, some of the best in what they do. If I get a video, I want to bring it back and give it to you, but I'm spending some money, they're the best of the best. And you're like, yeah, we're supposed to learn and grow.
Yeah, absolutely. And
those two things for me were like, okay, I think we have something here we can work with, and then just your temperament. So what are you enjoying about what gets you out of bed about teaching?
The best thing in the world is when you have a guy say, old baseball player, biggest slice ever. He hits that first draw and just looks at you. And that's like one of the best, most satisfying things in the world. Because you know you just help somebody out, probably change their life. They'll probably golf every weekend they can, every chance they get, they'll be out on that golf course.
Well, we did that, you know, the pushing, I can validate that. You know, when you were giving Ella a lesson last week, we talked about that push with the right foot. Yeah, I fixed a push by pushing.
Yeah. It's in weird ways.
It really does. So you're teaching now. What do you prefer, kids or adults?
Honestly, it's 50-50. Because there's some adults that think they know everything in the world, and it's so hard to teach that. And kids will just go with the flow, but if you have to keep entertaining. It's like a 6-year-old out there, 6-year-old little boy, 6-year-old little girl, you don't keep them entertained, you get about 20 minutes out of them, and they're just not going to listen.
There's a rule of thumb back when I used to teach karate, and I had to learn kids, is you can only teach them, like if they're 7 years old, 6-year-old, 1 minute per age, and then you've got to change the drill.
Correct.
Yeah, and so I could see that with golf.
Oh,
right.
Absolutely.
How many drills can you run through? Which is probably good when you keep it to, you know, at least at that age, a 30-minute lesson.
Yeah, and a lot of things. So like if I have right now I'm teaching a 9-year-old little boy, right, just starting. Whenever he goes, it's almost every time. So sometimes I'm like, no, we're gonna stay here. But if he goes, hey, I want to putt, I'm like, okay, 2 more for me, we'll go putt, because that's what he wants to do. If he doesn't want to do full swing anymore, I'm not gonna sit out there make him, because then he's not gonna have fun. He's not gonna want to come back. He's not gonna want to keep hitting. He's gonna lose focus. So we go putt, do 5-10 minutes putting, and he's fine to go right back over to what we're doing. So
who's your favorite putter of all time?
I like Tiger. Tiger's drills, especially.
Okay, all right. I'm a Brad Faxon guy.
Yeah.
I like Tiger though. I get it. Tiger is scientific.
Yes.
And him and Bryson.
So I like Bryson. Bryson just goes too much in depth. Like I could listen and understand, but not everybody can listen and understand.
He is truly the mad scientist.
Yes.
Right?
He's got his physics major.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know he had a physics major. I thought he was, for whatever reason, I thought he was finance or something. That makes so much. I mean, the dimples on the ball, how it comes off the putter.
Yeah, that's insane.
That I'm just probably too lazy even to even think about it. But it really is crazy. Although I wonder what his putting stats are per 18.
Probably pretty good, honestly, I'd have to say. And he's got, honestly, if you watch his putting stroke, it's not normal. He looks really stiff.
Oh, it's crazy, right? So I would gotta say, three putters who've got the weirdest putting strokes: Bryson,
yeah,
Jack Nicklaus,
yeah,
Donald Trump.
Really?
Go watch him and Bryson. Yeah,
he really is pretty over the ball and kind of slap happy with it.
Yeah, it's like
a little shove.
It shoves like, buddy, go.
It works.
It works. So how do you work with that, right? When you see somebody putting and they're making it, or they have a process. You're like, I'm not really doing it right, but it's working. What do you do as a coach?
You have to kind of learn, right? So in that sense, you just sit back, watch for about 5-10 minutes, and look for little things. Because some people don't want to change their putting stroke. And if it works, I'm not going to touch it. Now, if they're doing way too much risk where they're losing distance control, I'll fix that part. I'll have them just kind of balance it out, more shoulders, but I'm not going to change, like with Donald Trump, with how he shoves it.
Yeah.
works for him. I'm not going to change it, but I'm going to watch, make sure he's not putting like any wicked side spin or anything on the ball like that.
Do you use wrist in your putting?
Not really.
I'm very strong.
I actually have. I've been told I have a weird putting stroke because I kind of come back and this hand gets like arched a little bit. Just kind of putter just like that.
Okay.
Coming through.
I go between, I guess, kind of what I do, and I guess I'm a form of Marciano, right? So really, it's all here, but that's what I say. I'd like to know what price is because when I'm playing pretty consistent like I am now, my driver, we just fixed it, but my irons are all over the place. But my putting, on 18 holes, my putting is about 1.7.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
So I guess that's what I think it's the only thing that I could, always kind of go back to. Now, do you believe? Here's the thing. We're nerding out. We're all over the place. I have this theory: to be a good putter, you have to name your putter. What are your thoughts?
Yes and no. Because everybody gets to a level to where they're like, okay, I putt like this guy, or somebody else.
No. Okay, no, I get that. I'm talking about your physical putter. You got to name it. Yeah, that's my theory. I'm just writing a paper on it with AI. You got to name your putter.
I don't have my names, but I can see that. I like to switch putters. I've tested all sorts of cowboy putters. Just got to find one that fits me most.
So, is it just because you're getting fed up with that putter, or?
Absolutely, because putting is 100% confidence. And if I lose confidence in the putter, I don't want it anymore.
When I went to my first Scotty, the Black Knight, it named it Black Knight. Yeah, I bought it that year. Ella bought it for me the year before she was born. That summer when she was being born. I don't know if it was the Scotty name or whatever, but how it's milled, right? You can't really hit it wrong as long as you hit it, square on the ball. Me and that putter into hell and back, and it's like I said, it's just awesome. And when I switched with it to another Scotty, because the only bad thing I didn't like about it is a blade putter. Is when you're in the fringe, it doesn't flow, right? So I went to a Scotty mallet, but named it Excalibur. I got a theme going, but it took me like 3 months. It kind of like you. It took me, and I think I just did it for that one reason. And I had had a putter 12 years. So I kind of want something new. And it took me like 3 months to get decent at that putter. Ella, she was like you. She was going through putters because she picked that putter up in like 30 minutes. She's taking putts.
That's the one.
And then I took the Black Knight out of timeout, and I guess the timeout did it good because now I'm back to my average.
Yeah. So I've probably gone through the last 4 years 5 putters. one of which is broken.
Got a little temper tantrum.
Got a little angry.
Yeah, I did that with one. I did that with a 6-iron.
Yeah.
I got so then I realized. I think after that, I'm like, what did I do here?
Yeah, it's definitely not worth it.
It's not worth it. It ruins a good day on the course.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
So no, so I think golf. This will probably make a clip, right? I think golf is the closest thing to a martial discipline, being martial arts. I have a little bit of a background there. I got a lot of friends who know so much more, but people don't realize, like when we walked Whistling Straits this weekend, right? The physical staying mental for 18 holes. So, and Whistling Straits a 5-hour round, so you have to stay focused.
Yep. And
then there's the dexterity. And now you're seeing it in Bryson and all these other golfers. Those guys are in shape.
Yeah.
Tiger started it.
You got to be physically fit, mentally fit. That's the biggest thing.
And that's why I think it's close to a martial discipline.
Yeah.
So, what do you do to stay fit?
I go to the gym probably 5 times a week. Try to eat pretty healthy. Core every day.
Core every day.
Yeah.
What core exercises do you do?
I like some places have machines. I do a lot of planking.
Okay.
2 minutes. Do it 3 times. I try to do 50 sit-ups a day, which can suck after planking. I get like the medicine ball, kind of rotate like that, kicking my feet.
Almost like flutter kicks with a medicine ball?
Yeah, those are my 3 favorite. Like I grab a cable, put the lowest setting, grab it, twist up. So I'm feeling that swing through. So I'll even like have my legs and hips turning with me, look like a golf swing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll move it straight here, kind of push off with both hands. Start right here in your midsection, push. Do that 10 times.
So you're actually pushing it with, so it would be your right hand.
Yeah, push with your right and swap around, push with your left.
I was going to ask you, how do you balance that stuff out? Because, with golf, some of that stuff, your muscles, while they're all working together, you're, like for us right-handed golfers, you're pushing with that right leg more than your left,
yeah.
Right? So, but how in your workouts do you balance out your body?
So I don't really like them, but doing RDLs, which is Russian deadlifts, I don't know if you know what that is.
Okay.
You can do it with dumbbells, where you get 2 dumbbells, stand on one leg, slowly go down, touch the ground, slowly come up. You'll feel it in both hamstrings. Let's kind of work both legs individually.
Okay.
And then obviously normal squats, which Smith machine squats are a lot better than just doing normal squat. Because if you get unbalanced, it'll keep you right centered. So both legs get the same.
I'm older now, and so I have to do the I can do the Smith machine maybe if I got just hard shape, but I do the machine.
That's okay.
Just to make it. But so what about like the cable push? The cable pull. Do you do that on both sides to keep it even? Okay, so so whatever you're doing to both sides.
Yeah.
So your body doesn't get screwed up.
Yeah.
All right.
Because obviously we're going to be dominant this arm, not this arm.
Right.
So when you start working out, you're going to think, well, now my left's stronger than my right. But over time, they naturally get the same.
Do you think it's muscle or technique that takes the ball as far as you hit it?
It's both, honestly. Because you can be like, go find some dude just super jacked, come up against the super skinniest kid in the world. That kid's going to probably outdrive him. As long as he's got a good technique. Because it's all about the slot. Got a good turn, put it in the slot, ball's going to go.
So for some of the people that, there's, my one viewer now who's following the podcast, what is the slot?
Slot's it's right about here, bang, bang, right there.
Mm-hmm.
So when you can drop in the slot, that's slot.
Okay.
You get a good spot there, you're golden.
Okay. All right. And so then you have the muscle. That's what you're saying. So if you hit the slot and have muscle, then you're going to get. What do you think? Core or legs are more important?
Core, for sure. Because what's going to turn those hips starts right here. You should feel it. Like you can, when I do that, my hips are falling right behind that.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So we can. You're a Callaway. You're sponsored by Callaway, right?
Callaway and Adidas.
All right. Callaway what?
And Adidas.
And Adidas.
I don't have any Adidas on right now. So
okay.
Sorry, Adidas.
It's all Adidas. So they do shoes?
Yeah. Shoes, shirts, pants. I have a hat.
You got that pink Callaway hat that I really like.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one I bought it good, and I can wear it a little bit, but my noggin is so big, it's I can't wear it. It's like, okay, we're gonna wear it out for dinner or something like that, and I got to put it. It's just so. This hat is lucky that both great golf hats I have. I think are Titans. This one's adjustable. I have one fitted golf hat, and when I found it, it was most of them like down in the stores like XXL. This was XL. Anyway, it was like the biggest hat I ever found in the store, so I bought it. And now that I'm hitting Titans again, so I felt like I was cheating when I was hitting. I couldn't buy a ping hat. I really wanted a ping hat.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
And so I was pinging forever,
My whole wardrobe is Callaway hats. In the Adidas hat. I mean, I have like some random ones, but like I don't have any Titleist hats anymore just because it just wouldn't go with anything I have.
So how often do you swap out your driver?
Every year.
They give you another one?
Yeah.
How often did Callaway come out? Is it? I mean, do they really change their every year?
Yeah, every year they have a new driver. They come out with new irons. They're actually coming out with some new wedges, which I can't talk much about. But.
Oh, okay. All right. We're going to when they come out, we're going to do a review of the Callaway wedges. So get it out there. I was Vokey. I was Cleveland. I was Vokey. And I went to Ping. And now I'm back Vokey. So, what's your thought? I went and got fitted. So Ella got fitted. When she went through that change, and when she started hitting adult clubs, we got her fitted. It made a difference for her. But what's your thought of when's the right time to get fit in your golf career?
I would take minimum 3 to 5 lessons beforehand. Because the worst thing you could do is go to the store. They're going to try and sell you golf clubs. They might get commission on it, whatever. They're going to get you into something. Probably a year from then, if you start taking lessons to get better, probably not going to work for you. So I'd say 3 to 5 lessons from beginner. If you're more intermediate, take a few kind of as you hit the ball better, then go get fit. But I would never, without touching a club, going to see someone professional, I wouldn't go get fit. Because you're just going to waste a lot of money.
Right. And then there's custom fitting.
Yes.
Which is a whole...
That's when you get more advanced, start shooting, I'd say low 90s, high 80s. That's your goal, see a breakthrough for that.
Yeah, it's... I love my woods on my custom fitting. I definitely can tell a difference. I think with my irons, I think my... And that's what you and I will work on the next year. Is I'm not getting like, what do you hit your 50, 56, 54?
I hit my 54 115 from 20. So I'd say I'd hit it if I see 117 comfortable full swing 54.
Oh, then I don't feel bad. I'm like 105, 100, 105. Sometimes when I'm really playing like maybe 110, but 100, 105, okay. So then how do those guys like? On tour, and you and I both follow YouTube golf. You see those guys hitting a 54 like 130. How are they doing that?
A lot of it honestly has to do with the conditions where they're at.
Okay.
If elevation change, how hot or cold it is, because the tour tries to get them in perfect weather condition every time, so it's fair. Because you come down here right now, it's 100 degrees, ball's going to fly a lot farther than it would, say, New York. It's just because how hot it is. That golf ball, heats up, cools down. And obviously, fairways are typically perfect, greens perfect. They have everything going for them. But they also do have that raw power of just getting it through.
Golf. The modern golfer today, pro golfer, is in such good shape.
Yes.
And then to your point earlier, perfect technique.
Yep.
Right. And they do all different things to get in the slot.
Correct.
There's not one right way to get in the slot.
No. As long as you get there. Matthew Wolf, for example, he can get there.
Jim Furyk.
Yeah.
When he started to make it see that there was lots of pros that started teaching that outside. The big throw out. We were on a cruise ship. I don't think I'd had a lesson in years. I'll just see. I was my pros first official getaway as a vacation as a couple, and the pros like, I want to see you do it like Jim Furyk. And while it made sense, you go there and you turn those arms back, it kind of makes you kind of follow. For me, it wasn't consistent.
Yeah.
It's not consistent.
Correct. You have to build the golf swing to the person you're teaching.
Right.
That's the biggest thing, because not everybody's swing is the same. To some people, I might have a good golf swing, to others it's perfect. To me, it feels good. It's what works. It's what we'll stick with.
What does the PGA tell you in your team?
About the same thing. They would like to, so used to, it was, you got to do this, this, and this. That's perfect. Now, they've actually kind of changed to where you're teaching the person, you're not teaching your swing.
Okay.
And that's kind of sad with me. Other than that, the Frisco last year, they're like, what you think doesn't really matter. It's like what that person is doing. Like, obviously, yes, get them on plane, do all that. But if they have any weird motions, if it works, don't try to change them up.
So half the people up there at Western Straits this past weekend were from Frisco. And so Vince, Steven, I got to get their last names, but my buddy, we like to say they're friends of Doug, and my buddy Doug, who's hopefully he watches out on the East Coast, introduced me to him before they go. So I'm hoping, I talked to him about it, is going up there and just doing a PGA Roadshow podcast.
Yep.
And getting them up there so they can tout the family championship that we just went to, and just like nerding out. Like right now I'm nerding out because I could start talking golf all day. And on an earlier podcast, we did this Bible where she did the genealogy of the entire Bible. She was one of the first to kind of really do it, and universities use it now. But I nerded out because I'm a big Wesley Huff fan and how they kind of work together. So anytime I get on a topic that I can just nerd out on, that's. So what do you think? What do you think YouTube golf now has done for the industry?
So I think it's grown it in good ways and bad ways, because now you get the kids that go out there and tear stuff up, thinking they're going to do something crazy, which it's not a bad thing. It's just bad when it's the small batch of people that really have no idea what they're doing out on the golf course, and that's who mess it up. I do think Bryson's channel, Good, Grant, all those guys, I think it's honestly amazing because they're growing.
Mm-hmm. That's
our number one thing with the PGA, is grow the game of golf.
So let's take Bryson out. He's got a little leverage. Pick your perfect foursome. And so maybe it's a 5-star, right? Which we don't normally play. Okay. So from YouTube, if you're gonna have your perfect 5-some, who would it be?
I like the Divot dudes. They're two brothers.
They're brothers.
I think they're brothers. They might be friends.
I think they're friends.
So those two.
Okay.
I like Grant Horvat. Honestly, Garrett from Good. Because Garrett was the first ever. I watched him before Good was even a thing.
Yeah.
I was still in high school. He was playing college golf. I watched him from he was real tiny. He's the only YouTube golfer around.
Really? Yeah.
So definitely, I'd like to play with him, Grant, the Divot dudes.
That's an interesting. I think for me, Brian Rose.
Yeah.
In my head. Brian, I want to play with, and I think Wesley's the younger brother. I think, but he and I have both the same, on the course. I mean, I grew up we were picking at each other. You notice, like you said, I do it to Ella a little bit. Carly gets mad, right? She's but like you said, it makes her mentally solid, because you can't really screw with me on the golf course.
Exactly.
Because my family did it to me hard all the way up. So I would choose. I got a funny story about that in just a second. But I choose the Brian Bros. Now you get the Divot dudes out there. Those guys. I think that might not be bad. I think I think I would like Grant. I just like his faith, and I don't know that you could really just, the Divot dudes. If I could only choose one of them, maybe Paige. Sorry, honey. Or who I would mind playing with, just so Ella is. She used to be on Golf Girl Games. She was an Epson player. I know I'd like Ella more so Ella to play with her. So Garrett, I think I would probably go Garrett as well. So Brian Rose, Garrett, and Grant. I think that would be my foursome. No, I really do. And with YouTube, I know me and RJ. Shout out to RJ behind the camera. I think I watch more YouTube now than.
Oh, absolutely.
For me, it's YouTube golf or YouTube fishing is where it's at. So same question. What PGA? If it didn't with PGA, professional, but it could be from any time period.
Okay, that's tough. Go definitely Bryson.
Okay.
Which probably could happen anyway. He's in Dallas.
Yeah. Hopefully he'll watch this. Yeah, we'll make that happen.
Minwoo Lee.
Oh, that's interesting.
Arnold Palmer.
Yep.
Jack Nicklaus. I feel like you just have to.
You're getting the greats in there. So I would do Bobby Jones.
Okay.
Just because of what he did throughout. I would love to see Bobby Jones with modern equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Just see, and a little bit. Bobby Jones for me is like David in the Bible. I think he's kind of imperfect, but he played with all kinds of pain.
Yeah.
And still, kind of like Tiger, shot that. So that's why I would have to do Bobby Jones, Tiger, maybe Chi-Chi.
Okay.
And Lee Trevino. But if I had Lee, I don't know if I'd need Chi-Chi. I'd probably put Arnold in the place of Chi-Chi. So Lee Trevino, Arnold, Bobby, and Tiger. That would be. I'm skipping Jack, not just because I think I got Arnold, so they're going to tell the same stories.
Yeah.
But Jack, I think Jack is such overlooked. I mean, everybody knows he's the greatest, and you see him now as this elder statesman.
Yeah.
But if you go back and watch some of the videos, he's like if him and Tiger were playing together at equal age. Tiger was focused. I think Jack was mean.
Yes.
I mean, I think he doesn't make mistakes, but I really think he wants to go out there and just win.
Absolutely.
The drive there was you could just some competitors you just see it in their eyes. Tiger really just kind of has a poker face.
Yes, absolutely. He's just straight face. He's there for business.
Right. Yeah. But Jack, he looked like he would kill you.
Yeah. He was pretty intimidating.
It was. So now that, but yeah, I mean, it wouldn't hurt me to throw Jack in there. So Jack probably said, well, you're never going to come to my course now. After he sees my magic horse. Yeah. So what else is on your mind? Come on, I'm running out of juice. I should say you cut that up. He's gonna leave it in there now, just to screw with me.
I mean, man, a lot of YouTube golf's good. The PGA really, they show you a lot. There's a couple guys out there, if you do go to Frisco, try to get access to the headquarters. I can even try for you. Some of those dudes that teach us.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk about sit there and have hours of conversation?
Oh, my buddy Doug, he used to teach those guys.
Okay, so
so we went and played the Caddyshack course. We were down in Florida and we played the Caddyshack course, played a couple others. I was doing something and I think I was using my same wedge on or I was a live wedge or something, and he chewed my butt out. Put that up, get you a wedge, get you a 9-iron, and bump and run, right? Like, quit hitting that lob wedge on the edge of the green. And I'm like, okay. I don't think my technology now I can go back and forth on that. Now that my chipping's better and you got the bounce. So, but a decade ago,
they didn't have all this technology.
The technology,
absolutely.
What do you? If you were going to play around and you had to choose one club to play around with, except for your player, what would it be?
Any golf course?
Let's choose April Sound.
7.
Okay. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
100%. Because I can get tee to green 7-iron, have a birdie putt on almost every hole.
Okay.
Anywhere else? That's a tough question, honestly. Because I still have to hope that I assume.
No, you have your putter. You have your putter.
Okay. Man. My 7-iron, me and my 7-iron, I can grab that thing and hit it right where I want to every time.
See, I'm probably an 8.
Okay.
Right. And one of the lessons I taught Ella on putting, and again, Brad drill, is putting with different clubs. They put your putter last.
Yeah.
So I can putt with my guy.
Really?
I could putt. I can two putt anywhere on the green with my guy. So if I had to, I could do it.
I'll test out my driver. I can putt my driver.
Driver's not bad to putt with.
No, it's pretty easy, honestly. It's just hot.
Yeah.
I think it's hot.
It's hot.
I will say my wedge, like my 54 degree, gotten pretty good at putting with that. Just like too lazy to go grab my putter. If I just drop it, I'll just go tap in or whatever. It's really not that hard. Like once you learn the technique, you putt with the wedge pretty easy, just like putter. Take the loft out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty easy.
That's an interesting thing about taking the loft out. Do you think that's a major problem chipping when you see people?
Yes. Because they add more loft, they get their hand behind the club head,
Mm-hmm.
he's just going to pop straight up, or you're just going to catch the leading edge and fly.
Right. I see a lot. It is, you want to do the tilt, but then they put their hands in front of their legs.
Yeah.
Right. And you basically have, like you said, you have a putter.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things, or close of the face. That's got to be right.
Yeah.
But I think on beginner golfers, they don't realize they're closing the face on probably all their clubs.
Yes. It's either they're closing it too much or opening it too much. Like you'll see some that it looks like if you slow down their impact, it looks like they're hitting flop shots. Like, because they're like, why is it just going up and right? A lot of them aren't getting their hands forward enough. So now they're lagging behind, kind of the same thing as with the chipping. So they're scooping. Whereas you get the other ones that, okay, well now since I'm doing that, I'm going to have my hands ball here, hands way up here. Now all you're doing is trapping that ball just like that. It's not going to go anywhere.
What do you think is the biggest struggle for a novice golfer? If you say novice, amateur, and then somebody that's a scratch, not necessarily pro. So what do you think is the biggest thing for novice golfers to get to amateur, which is say bogey and under, right?
With irons, impact. So like it's hard for them to understand hit ball, then grass. Because a lot of them think in order to get the ball up in the air, you got to hit behind it, pick it up, right? So then they'll start chunking, picking up, and hit the top of it. You don't realize like you have to break down the physics behind it. Bryce would love that. Hitting down on it and then hit the grass causes that ball to spin up off the face and gets you that backspin and gets you in the air. It's hard for them to understand. Because then you say, well, if you just sit there, hit in front of the ball, the next move is top, 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 top. Because they're trying to get forward, so not everything's kind of lunging that way.
Yeah, I had a friend of mine when I first started playing, and when he was on the high school golf team, he said put a tee. What he would do is put a tee in front of the ball, right in front of that ball, and try to hit the tee.
Take the tee out. Yeah, I love that. It helps them visualize.
Exactly.
The flaw with that is they can still hit the tee out if they chunk it.
Yeah.
But then they can see, oh, the ball is here, my divot's here.
Right.
And a good trick to tell people too, golf ball's here, look in front of it. Because now their eyes are up here, they're going to start hitting right there. And they're like, oh man. So,
have you seen Bryson's tape drill? So, it's a simulator drill. He puts tape down. Okay. And then he puts the ball, I think, right on the hitting edge. So the tape's over here, so you're swinging down into the tape, the ball on the other side. And the idea is, don't touch the tape.
Okay.
And I tried that.
There's something similar where you put like a towel, like your golf towel, ball here, towel behind, don't hit the towel.
Okay.
So that's a good one too, but then you can destroy your towel if you.
I could never not hit the tape. Now, if I was chipping, which is a lot less moving parts.
Yeah, absolutely.
But on the full swing, I haven't done it in a while. I got fed up with the drill. So you've got the novice. So what about the amateur? To get the amateur to scratch?
Probably it's either one or two things. Because by that point, they know where their golf ball is going to go. But off the tee, the inconsistency is either awful or they've practiced so much on that, they get to the green, can't hit a chip or a putt. So they have to, like, because you see a lot of guys come out here at the range 3 hours straight. Well, that's great. I didn't see him roll a single putt, didn't see him hit a single chip. When he got to the real golf course, oh no, I missed the green. Now they don't know what to do.
What's your theory on chipping using range balls versus your ball?
Range ball does not spin as much. It's going to be, depending on what golf ball you use, it's going to be a little firmer.
So if you're working on just technique, range balls probably okay.
As long as you can get a decently flat lie or you can chip an uphill.
But if you really want to work on your game, probably bring your own balls.
Yeah. So like I have a whole satchel downstairs full of just golf bags or golf balls that are they're old. They're like Pro V, stuff like that, just practice balls. So I can see how I'm spinning it, what it does. Because I also try to get too fancy, hit draw chips, putt chips, do all that. With the range ball, you can semi-see it. But with those, you actually get real-time feedback of, okay, this is what I'm doing. Especially like when you're downhill. Downhill pins away from you, rough. Use a range ball, you've got literally everything against you. It's not going to stop, no matter what you do.
No, so you don't really know what your ball is going to do when you go out there for a tournament.
Exactly.
Do you think, so kind of two questions. Do you think, I guess it depends on what you want to do with your game, but do you think it's good for everybody if they want to truly get better to play a few tournaments?
Yes. So as long as, don't go spend too much money on the tournament if you feel like, and obviously don't go try to qualify for some big tournament.
Right.
Just go play like a random, like your men's golf association.
Yeah. Because what do you think is the benefit of that?
The competitiveness. Because then you're like, okay, I see what these guys are doing. I want to beat them. Now it gives you the want. Because you go out there, you shoot 120, you're like, oh man, that wasn't fun. I want to get better.
Because you could. I think you're right. Because I think if you, like, I'm holding at between the 88 and the 92. So I think my index is probably 17, something like that. But very few people actually shoot their handicap, which is typically higher on that day.
Yeah.
But there's a certain amount of stress, correct, that as opposed when you go out and just hit.
Yeah.
Like the other, like I say right now on 9 holes, I can shoot a 39 or a 55, depending on if I'm in the woods, right? But when you play tournament, I think there was a book called Paper Tiger. If you haven't read it, you should. And he was, he's a writer. He's going to train up and then try to go to the Q school and play. And what he said was that he wished he played more competitive golf as opposed to putting so much time into practicing and other things. Not that practice is not important.
Absolutely. Because it also, that proves to you that your shot, every shot means something when you're trying to play. Like every single shot, there's got to be some sort of thought process behind it.
Which leads to my second favorite golf book is Every Shot Has a Purpose.
Yeah.
Right? Is Think Box, Hit Box, which was really great for life. Is I probably overthink everything till I make a decision, and then when I make a decision, you go with it, right? So the whole idea of Hit Box, Think Box in the book was, and it talked about Annika and Jack, and they both use it, but it's more focused on Annika's. She thinks when she plays a round of golf, she probably plays 20, 30 minutes of golf in a turn. Because that's the only time she's spending it. She spends just a little bit in the think box. She goes to the hit box. If she starts thinking in the hit box, she gets out.
Yep.
Right?
Absolutely.
And so that's one of the things that me and Ella have tried to work on.
Yeah.
And Ella's better at it than you'd be proud of the other day when we were playing. Something happened in the background. She was, I think you and I have the same. She was up here, maybe it was over here in the travel room, and she went up there and then stopped. I can't, that's my worst habit, I can't stop.
Yeah, that's a good thing to be able to do.
Yeah, I can't stop. Once I cock the gun, the gun's gonna fire. So no, that's it. What do you want to do? People are going to see this. I think we talked about a little bit about this. I think you have an introductory lesson or something if people want to come out. How do they find you?
Absolutely. So I have my own Instagram. It's Coach Matt Golf. April Sound has an Instagram. You can find me through there as well. And if you go on our website, you can book lessons through there.
I think, again, it's the right time. I can definitely see the way Ella's maturing. I mean, you obviously coach her more than me, but just I like the fact that you're a good cop, I'm bad cop, right? But your mentality and how you work is kind of laid back. But now you're giving her homework, which is good.
Absolutely.
So we've come to the time in the episode. Again, we can nerd out. I kept thinking here. I mean, we could go to drivers, but we got to save something for another podcast. Come to time in the episode that we've heard your story. Let's hear your fishing story.
All right. I mean, I've been fishing for a while now. My dad had a bass boat when I was growing up. Still have it. Just got it fixed, as you know.
Got a little sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
I suppose.
I would say nowadays, man, live scope is just insane.
It's crazy.
I wouldn't know how to use it. We don't have it on the boat. It's a lot of money. But definitely had, I think, one of the craziest ones, still to this day. Couldn't tell you how it happened. I'm sitting there, we're on the boat. I'm like, feel something. Okay. So I go to set it, start reeling. My girlfriend hates this word, but I'm like 5-foot snake on the end of this thing. I was just like, had no idea what to do. Pretty young. My first thought was through the rod. I've never seen my dad move so fast. He starts yelling at me. He's like, hey, what was that? He's like, and what's going on? I was like, there's a snake. So he actually does get the rod. Snake's still there.
Okay.
This thing, I was just like, no, I'm not touching that.
Just cut the line.
Yeah, that's it. He's like, just cuts the line. That was like one of the most, I was like, still to this day, don't know how it happened. Just, I don't think it'll ever happen again.
No, I've caught gar. I've never caught. I had a water moccasin because they're mean.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
They're mean, and I was in a river off of Lake Houston. We'll come up here, a little creek. Anyway, I could see him, and then this water moccasin starts coming at my boat. And he was, and so I used the trolling motor to go, and he starts following me. And I'm like, I hate snakes. And so PETA is going to hate me for what I'm about to tell you. And so he keeps following me up on the boat. So I trim the motor down, and he starts to come up, and I crank that engine right as he gets to the end of the boat. No more water moccasin.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
See, I mean, they won't stop.
They won't stop.
They're going to go after you.
They are so mean. Well, fishing's something else I can talk about forever, but thanks, Matt. I appreciate you coming on, and thanks, everybody. Like and subscribe. We're about to be launching our stuff on X. Like Matt, we're going to try to get an Instagram out there, so we do really appreciate. I got to say this more, like and subscribe. It really helps. We appreciate all the views that we've been getting. Also, shout out to Taste of China. We love it. We love the food. We eat there. We think you should as well. So, thanks a lot, buddy.
Thank you.